Hey guys, thanks for clicking my video. This is the finished look. So if you want to see how I get this action business on your face, I mean, you can watch how I get it on my face. You can learn how to do it on your face. If you like it enough or just want to hang out with me for a minute, then just keep watching. Hey, let's get started. So I'm going to go in. I'm trying to find a way to love this foundation. I was so excited about trying it, and there's some days that I've tried it and my makeup is just super dry looking, or it doesn't last very long on my face. So I'm going to go in with their primer that they sent a little sample of and see if that helps. Yesterday I tried the e.l.f. Puff Puff primer and I don't think I like it, guys. I'm trying to blame the primer and not the foundation, but we'll see. I think I used a little bit too much. Let's prime my neck. Why not? Alright, I'm going to use my favorite foundation brush. It's this It Cosmetics one that's flat. What's it? Airbrush. Number 77. I really like this one because I like the shape. It's easy to get in places. As much as I like a foundation brush for foundation. That's what I like it for. Still not my favorite way to do makeup, but with this foundation, it seems to be the way to do it. It's gonna pump it straight to my face. Okay. Hit it. Well, that added some life back to my skin a little bit. That's a good combo. Good combo. I like where this is headed. Alright, I'm going to go in with... I'm going to use my Anastasia foundation stick in the shade Contour. This is a pretty cool toned. I mean, in real life it's cool toned. Oh, this light. Well, I'm going to use this for a little contour action. Those even? Those look even? Sure they do, actually. Get the jowls and the double chin. And sharpen her up. Old sharp jaw, they call me. Put the shot after this. I am liking that better than I remember. I got that from TJ's as well. A while ago. And, you know, I'm going to try something new. This is a multi-use Conceal and Sculpt, or Sculpting Concealer. I'm gonna sculpt a little. Those look even. Sculpt. Well, I may have used too much. we have fun here on my channel with makeup. Wow, that is more aggressive than I intended. So, just pat that over. Pat that over. And run through this a little bit. Blend away your regrets. If only we could do that in real life, huh? So, on Facebook, I asked my friends, what would you do? One thing. What one thing would you change or do over? And a lot of answers from people. A couple, my mom included, saying they wish they would have had more kids. I cannot imagine having more siblings, but hey, that's a common answer. I know another friend who said she wished she would have had kids earlier. A friend that, a lot of wishing that they would have finished college. You know, do I want a little lighter? No, I don't need a lighter under eye. Just gonna powder over this business. Powder away the evidence of bad choice. Sounded like I had a lisp there for a second. Anyway, so a lot of people wish they would have finished college, or you know, they see an action they did, they wish they would have changed, but it led to being able to do other things. So, you know, I try to think about that in my own life. Like, yeah, I spent 8 years with a guy and it didn't work out, but, you know, that 8-year relationship saved me from a lot of probably bad choices that I could have made. And, yeah, it didn't work out, and he ended up teaching me a lot of lessons of things I wouldn't tolerate, but those are lessons I wouldn't trade. You know, it taught me what I didn't want in a person. So, though I wish it didn't span 8 years of my life, I also met Mike when I was 26. So it was worth it. I mean, the pain sucked at the time, but it was really worth it in the long run. But the one thing I wish I could change, there's a couple. Comment yours below. I'd love to know. But I'm going to go with my Milani. The main thing I wish I would have changed was getting a degree that was more useful for me than my graphic design degree. When I graduated during the recession, people weren't hiring art jobs. That wasn't something that was easily found in Metro Detroit. And my 8-year relationship, he was an engineer, so it wasn't like we were going to move out of state for my job, or lack thereof. So I just did what I could, and that led me to my IT path. A lot of stuff happened for that, but, you know, it just led me in. I ended up working in IT, and it's been good to me. It's been 10-ish years, almost 10 years of IT, and I'm tired of it. I'm not the IT person that would go home and research new IT things. You know, I don't read up on the latest and greatest. I mean, latest and greatest certain things, like phones. I like phones. But my husband works in Verizon, so I can just get my information from him. I don't like researching IT stuff. You know what I do like researching? Human stuff. I love learning about myself in particular because I'm my favorite person. We talked about this. But also other people. Why do people do the things that they do? Why do I feel unfulfilled at my job? That's a great question. I have a great job. I work with a lot of great people. I have a lot of freedom. I have flexibility. I'm not paid very well, but that's the nature of the beast. But it's because I need certain needs met in order to feel more job satisfaction. I did my master's project in my capstone paper was was the title? I forgot the exact title. It's been a little while. But it's increased job satisfaction through alternative work environments. I'm super interested in alternative work environments. Pets. Bring your pets to work within reason and within guidelines. But creating those guidelines, how do we do that? How do we make that a thing? Yes, I know some people don't like pets and are allergic or are afraid. There's a lot of factors that go into it. So there would be circumstances to accompany those, but there's a lot of places like, Google, for example, Tito's Vodka. There's a lot of places that are really successfully allowing pets at work. And to be fair, would you get a job at Tito's Vodka that you know is pet friendly if you don't like dogs? I don't know. It's a different thing. But alternative work schedules, working 4/10s. I would love to work 4/10s. I would love an extra day off. I would love to be able to work from home if I wanted. I would love to. There's just a lot. There's a lot of things, and I should have sped that up. You're stuck watching me do my eyebrows again. But anyway, I think that those are passions of mine. So how do I find a job where I get to work on my passions? I also found a passion through advocating for others. I had to go through an unfortunate experience of having to report sexual harassment. And I'm not going to go into the details, but I wasn't going to advocate for myself because I didn't really think it was that big of a deal at the time. Because that was so norm to me, which is sad. Side note, other issues there that I've worked through. But that was a Tuesday. I've experienced something like that in almost every position I've had. So I wasn't going to say anything until I found out it was happening to other people, and that's when I had a problem. It wasn't that it was happening to me, though I should care more about that. I was unhappy and mad that it was happening to other people, and that I couldn't stand for. So I had to say something, and I did, and you know what? It didn't work out for me in the long run. Nothing happened to him. They've decided that he didn't violate any policies, and I had to accept that and move on, and I'm okay with it. It's disappointing that the place of business chose those actions and that those consequences for that person, but it's just interesting for me to read then how and why I do certain things and why other people do certain things. That was a very long story on that simple answer. But I don't love researching IT stuff. That's not my favorite. So that makes me believe I'm not supposed to be in IT anymore. So I've had a good 10-year run. I'm hoping that it'll maybe end sooner than later. But after finishing my master's, I'm ready for more. I need to grow. I need to do something else. And hopefully I'll get a chance to do that. So I'm going to use this Smokey Obsessions from Huda. I'm also going to go in a little bit with the Coral Obsessions for a little pop of color maybe in the corner, potentially. First, I'm going to prime. I've noticed my eyelids are getting super oily or greasy through the day. So I'm seeing if this will make a difference. Double prime. Save time. Oh, Dr. Seuss, here I come. Okay, I'm going to go in with my favorite Morphe brush. I'm going to start with this, of course, lighter transition shade. I'm going to zoom in my mirror. My eyes are getting old. We'll run it through. Run it. So, speaking of jobs, have you ever had an inappropriate, not an intentional inappropriate situation where somebody makes a comment and you're immature and you want to laugh at it, but you shouldn't because you're 34 and you should know better? What was that darkness that just happened? I think it may have hit the black next to it. Whoopsies. Anyway, yesterday I was talking to my boss and he has this screen up on his wall that has all these little balls everywhere that are representations of people's machines and their performances. Not like what they're doing, it's just how they're performing. So if one's changing color for certain reasons, it means certain things. But he was saying, because this one turned red, and he's like, oh no, what's happening? And he went and looked, and it ended up resolving itself really quick. So he's like, oh, I'm like, well, I haven't seen this before, man. That looks pretty cool. So he was explaining to me, and the balls are blue when they're performing well. So he's like, yeah, the blue balls are the good balls. And I'm like, ooh, I don't think you'd agree with that statement in a different context, but of course I couldn't laugh at it, but I wanted to laugh at it, but I'm immature, so I'm like, well, okay. And it reminded me of another time I had a new supervisor in a different position, and I couldn't get something to work, and he had to come help me with something, and we were working on this computer together, and he was very, blind, I guess is a good way of saying it. And he would go to the computer screen and work like this. Like, I don't think he had a good peripheral. He couldn't have a good peripheral because he was too close to the screen. So he was, here, and he was going on a forum to, like, read something because something wasn't working correctly. And on the sidebar, like here, where he couldn't see because he was face planted into the glass, was porn. But not graphic porn, but it was a girl, like, rubbing her boobs. Like, who essentially rubbing. And I'm like, do you say something? Do you just pretend it wasn't there? Do you look at him? There was a lot of what do I do in this situation? I get those moments a lot. I'm going to go with this darker brown. And I chose to pretend I didn't see it. I thought that was the safest bet. But that just reminded me of that. And I'm like, well, that was awkward. But now I get to share it with you. Because those are my fun moments to share. I created a resolution. I was 24, I think. I had gotten out of my long-term relationship and I needed to experience some new things, and like, what my resolution's going to be is to say yes to things, yes to opportunities, even if they'll make me uncomfortable. So, for example, my friend Kelly, I have a couple friends named Kelly, asked me to play flag football. And I know nothing about football. I still know nothing, but I know a little bit more now than I did. So I said yes, of course. And I think I played 2 seasons, or did I just play 1? I don't remember. But I played 2, because my first season, my friend Jody didn't play with me. But it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. I was the worst player on our team. I was so bad. It was like, I felt awkward. It was like in dodgeball. I felt like I was a kid in dodgeball. I'm having an epiphany. I didn't want to look stupid by throwing a ball and getting out, or throwing a ball and having it not being made over, or I just didn't want to look stupid. So my choosing to not look stupid was me choosing to do nothing. Still a choice, still wrong. So instead of having fun and not seeing the imaginary criticism, kids are mean, maybe it wasn't, I would just kind of stand in the back. Well, then that put a star over me, and I was the only one left a lot of the time, and then I had to have everybody watching me, and they're like, oh, help us get in, Ashley. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna die here, sacrifice myself, and that's what ended up what happened. I mean, they would like catch my ball or throw one at me and get me out. I'm like, sigh of relief. But that's how I felt in flag football. I didn't want to look stupid, but this is what I was signing up for. But I didn't really know how to play. So that was an interesting experience, but I had fun enough to play another season. But we also didn't play like the beginner spot because they were all really good and they had a lot of experience. We didn't play the beginners, we played intermediate, so that means we could play advanced also, and that was not probably my best decision because these people, there was one spot in specific I jumped off sides apparently. I didn't know, but I got the ball. I think I caught it. I had the ball. I don't know. But I committed to it, and I thought that if you drop the ball, they could pick it up, because that's what happens in real football. Apparently, that doesn't happen in fake football. So I committed. I hit the ground, and I rolled, and I mean, I rolled on my neck. I went like cartwheel with no hands on my head, and my whole neck went crunch, 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 crunch. Like, I thought I broke it, and everybody else thought I broke it too, because they all came running over asking if I was okay. I was. Side note, spoiler alert. But it was intense. It was an intense minute. So I think I'm going to go in with these Colourpop loose pigments. This is the Kathleen Lights collaboration, because I buy all of those things. This is the Gemini one. Yeah, the twins. I'm a Gemini. You're welcome. So I'm going to go in a little bit with I'm going to go with this deep brown in the center with my finger. Make it a smoky look with some twins on my inner corner. I'm liking where this is headed. These little Huda palettes are really good. I have 3 of them. I have the coral, the smoky, and the mauves. And they're just really easy to blend, easy to travel with. I say that like I travel a lot. I don't. The extent of my traveling is driving downstate to see my friends, which is fine with me. So I'm going to take a little bit of the twins, but I'm going to take this multitasker mixing medium, just a little bit on the back of my hand, to mix in with these pigments to make them stick. I'm always so nervous when I open these because, I mean, it's just like loosey-goosey in there. I would prefer a little sifter action, but nay, apparently they don't believe in that. They overestimate the ability to keep things in the bottle. So mixing that together, it looks pretty. It's like a coppery pink. A little more. It's got like a dual chrome look because it's the twins, and you know we're supposed to have like 2 personalities or whatever. Do I? Well, maybe you'll tell me. I don't know if I like it, but I'm committed. You know what I want to try sometime? You know, Nikki tutorials, like, she's just simply amazing. But she does these liners where she creates like a new inner corner. She's got super hooded eyes, and I have super hooded eyes. Not as bad as hers, but I want to try to do that. But I need to find an eyeliner that doesn't wash away with watery eyes. Do I want to... You know what I'm thinking to do? You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to take my finger with my little pigments dry. So I'm not going to get too much. And I'm just going to take that over my brown. Ooh. Yep. I don't know if you can tell, but that just made it like a brown rosy shade. Oh, I'm not committed. Well, that I got a lot more. So share the love. Share it. Oh, you know what? I like it. I like it a lot. Like that, I just rub that off, and that's, this is me now. It's just part of my, now everyday, look, I'll have to wash my hand. I'm gonna go back in with my Huda, and just go back in with this brown shade under my lash line again. Well, I'm just gonna have glitter on my face, I think, until the end of time. I'm gonna take this, wipe it away. Did I put on blush today? I don't think I did. I'm gonna put some blush on. This Cargo one, it's a waterproof blush, water resistant blush, Los Cabos. It's kind of an orangey pink, which will look good with this orangey pink pigment. Maybe. Maybe I overestimated that pigment as well. Wow. I'm gonna have to tone that down. I don't know if you can tell how aggressive that is, but I am embarrassed. Wowzer. Wipe away the regret. I mean, you can't even really, maybe you can. Okay. It's looking better. It's looking better. Ooh, I should, Jelly's Brows, BRB. Apparently, I can't remember to do everything, so what I need is just to have a camera set up at all times where I just turn it on. Instead of using my phone and having to remember everything. Oh, this is It Superhero. This is the product that was like a dupe for my Dazed and Diffused. This is Buxom Plumpliner. This is in the shade Hush Hush, and this one's my absolute favorite. It's like my perfect nude. I got this in an Ipsy bag. That's Daisy and Pearl. Daisy plus Pearl. Oh no, that's the name of it. It's a Seraphine Botanicals. They made a blush that was amazing. I loved that blush. It ran out because it was just small. But I'm just going to take a little bit of this. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Spray my face before I do my mascara. I am having a rough go today. I'll take it up my forehead. It's not that strong of a highlight. Maybe it is. Get that upper lip. Okay. Well, guys, I think this is our finished look. I hope you enjoyed story time. And today is my favorite hair day, messy bun day. I would wear a messy bun all days, but I have a braid in. You know what that means? Dirty ass hair. So tomorrow will be a wash day, which means it'll probably be a easy makeup look. What? Yeah, messy bun. I hope you like this eye look as much as I like this eye look. I am pleasantly surprised, and I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit more in my twins zodiac. sign personality. You're probably saying, oh wow, that makes so much sense now. Because it does. I am a very typical Gemini. Not crazy though. Ooh, maybe. I don't know. It depends on who you ask. So, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something new, found something interesting, got something out of this video, and you have a glorious day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. This one's an oldie but a goodie. Yeah, this one's old. Probably expired, but it's blush. Hey, who cares? I mean, hopefully my eyebrows are twins today because I'm wearing the twins pigment. Oh, I can't believe I did that. I'll probably edit it out. I didn't plug in my microphone. Ugh.